wanna be my friend, you had better go and get a pen.
Do you know you do this?
Maybe we can keep in touch.
What's this?
Like we did in the old days, it wasn't so long ago. Oh,
Kind of a Cure vibe. What is that about?
oh. Wait, what is my
Sign
vibe?
What kind of vibe do I have? The Cure?
Thank you.
Well, of course. It's a huge
And then the
compliment.
camera shows me for the first time in the episode.
But what is this?
Hair is huge makeup.
Before we ask a musician, what is this about?
I think it's just cool.
That's for the Friday Watch crew.
I think it's just cool.
But I'll tell everybody, it's when you push the mic away from you while singing.
Have we talked about this? Why?
Whoa!
Why when someone's holding a mic, it's always like there. You know what I mean?
What's that about?
You know? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
I feel like I
Yeah.
do now. It's
When
like
you're
when Dana Carvey was doing
Right.
stand-up and pointed out that his favorite part on a concert is when the guitarist is really happy with the key change.
Yeah.
And they're like that.
yeah.
But what is this? This might fuck audio-wise. Listen, might hate this, but it's like, whoa, and I wish you.
Maybe they're going higher up in volume. They're controlling their
That's
own
exactly
output.
right.
Yeah.
So if they're about to like scream a note out, they pull the mic away.
Why not just scream less?
Wow.
Because
That's why he's the Bill Nye of the show, because he asked the harder questions.
I'm just, but right? Just fucking yell less. Then you don't have to fucking do this.
He's more the Bill Nye. I'm more the Tony Kornheiser. Like that. Why are they?
Yeah. If we ever get crazy production, we should do a very special episode that is exactly PTI.
Yeah.
It looks like PTI.
Or we just do that and that becomes the show. We're like, all right, let's get to these letters. Okay, first off,
Mail time! Which they have.
Yeah.
All right. What were you saying, Liz?
I'm just saying
Choosing
that.
commenting on this.
Well, but I have
That's a
comments
different
on
deal.
both. So, but with respect to pulling the mic away, like certain notes, like if somebody wants to hit a high
C.
note or whatever,
Yes.
like it requires volume or for like
I knew all this, by the way.
Yeah,
This is for Daniel.
yes. Like there are reasons to do it, but it can get extra dramatic sometimes and they pull it like way too far away and it's totally unnecessary.
Did that look like?
Okay.
So later on, try to sync that up because I tried to say what you're saying. And I want it to
Okay.
sound like I have.
That's
this
what I was
voice.
doing earlier.
This mic stuff. No, now I'm talking to you, Rory. So Daniel, you're up. This mic stuff
This
that you're
yacht
talking
stuff
about.
that you're talking about.
Oh, you
I'm
don't know
not
how to do
supposed
it.
use volume. I'm like,
And that's why he's not the Tony Kornheiser. He doesn't get it. He just knows the questions.
That's usually like a tick, unless it's staying on.
Everybody does it. I feel like
Rhythm.
so many people like.
Well, like pop
Yeah.
girls definitely do it a lot, and
Yeah.
that's because everybody saw like.
Ariana.
Prior.
Way
Like
prior.
everyone saw Whitney
Richard?
or
Yes.
Celine. like,
Whitney, I would believe.
and
Whitney or
their
Celine
mic
for sure.
technique informed all of these.
You know,
other
Everyone's
girls.
like, that looks cool.
Demi Lovato does that. Ariana
Demi!
Grande does that.
Here's my other weird music thing. This whole deal, like, I can see through you. See, like when they fucking,
So-
they're like,
Early
like,
on.
what is
Early
that?
on.
Why
So-
even what did you have them for? If you're gonna fucking,
Yeah.
like
So-
she's
If you
like,
ditch him.
she's like halfway through rolling in the deep, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking take these out. Like,
I feel like what you go on.
So in your monitors,
Yes.
you get to request what you want in there. Usually for a singer, you're gonna go like heavy piano and lighter on the drums or whatever. Like you don't need the drums as much as you need to hear, right? Like, so
but they do it for dramatic effect. It feels like
it
I
can
think so.
feel that way.
inside you're
It's
empty,
usually that they
you're
can't
empty
hear them.
like me.
They can't hear themselves. So they take
Oh,
one
yeah.
of their in-ears out so that they can better hear themselves
Their own
sing.
But it
voices.
always seems to happen when there's a lot of sweat towards the end of the show.
I've
Right,
seen
so-
people do it on the first song of
what
a concert.
the fuck?
Yeah, I've seen Chris Martin do it ASAP, and I've just been like, why? Even
So why,
do it?
Liz?
For the reasons I just said. I mean,
Yeah, I
that
think
would
she
be
just
that
said.
their levels
But that early?
She literally just said
that the levels in the in-ears are wrong, or they get there and the crowd is so loud and they can't.
Yeah.
They're realizing they can't hear, and so they need to take that out so that they can get a better handle on what's
we
happening.
need to get
on
some for this
stage.
show. So we're like, and I wish you well.
Oh,
like right away into the theme song. We have to do it.
Segura goes with in-ears instead of cans for his show.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. We don't do anything.
We don't do anything.
Professional. Whatever.
Yep.
Pros.
But like I only have one on and I keep one off because I want to know
Because your
what's
left
happening.
one is my mic and the right one is Daniel's mic.
Yeah, and
And so you're like,
really
let
just
me hear
like
Rory.
to hear.
Daniel, whatever he's doing is fine.
No, but that's so I can hear what's going on here, but then I also want to know what's happening in the room.
Yeah.
And if I had both on, I wouldn't be as confident about what's happening in the room.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you what's happening in the room. We're going to the messages. Let's go to the letters.
Lost it. Hey, Friday Watch Crew's known this since we started. We got a birthday gift.
Listen, edit this out.
You wanted to? I didn't know. I thought it, and I was like,
How did we not do that?
"Is that what you
Or-
want to do?
Or don't
Is that
edit
what
it
you
out.
want to do?"
Right? Shouldn't we? That should be
We can't.
that should be how it is from now on.
Here, you hold it up. The Friday Watch Crew gets this. We got a birthday gift.
All right, we're ready.
Yeah.
All right, shall we?
Yep.
All right.
I like it.
I love it. Are you
Look at
kidding
this
me?
little guy.
I can't wait till we finally mail a letter.
Hey. Friday Watch Crew first. What should we name him?
Yeah, what should we
Friday
name him?
Watch Crew first. What should we name him?
Yeah,
Pally?
Will you?
Adam?
Pally Adam.
We should have Adam Pally.
Because he is a Pally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you tilt it a little bit toward Daniel? It's going to drive me nuts.
This way?
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Friday Watch Crew.
Friday Watch.
Me or you? I already forgot.
It's you.
Hello to my favorite pen pals.
Nice.
Like that. And we should be your favorite. No, there's no other pen pals hustling the way we are. There just isn't. Unless you're like, I write 8 letters a day. I go, all right, but maybe you're hustling a little more than we are. First, a couple of quick things. Daniel, Tombstone pizzas are the absolute best comfort food. I'm so jealous of your special Tombstone oven. Remind me to go back to that. Have you tried tossing some hot honey on your Tombstone? Quick yes or no. Have you tried that? No. Quick yes or no.
Pending.
Oh. So you're down.
In fact, I want to make sure I say it right.
No,
Go.
you said it right. Pending. You said it right. Pending.
Not that, you goofball.
I highly recommend it. Second, did you guys end up going to the Phish show at Alpine last summer? As a huge Phish fan, I was dying to hear about your experience. I'm going to knock out some of these questions as we go. We did not end up going because it would have cut into one of the nights at the cabin, and in retrospect, we made the right decision because that first afternoon night of the entire trip was my favorite part of the whole thing. The first time on the golf course, the first time at the bar throwing darts for way too long and drinking way too much. The first time, obviously, these are first for me. These are my first, obviously.
Yes, my first with you.
My first time getting the Tombstone pizza in the Tombstone oven. My first time
Watching
sitting
Spring
in our home movie theater to watch Spring Break. My first time having the cheddar spread cracker thing.
I'm going to get you some.
So yeah, Phish would have been awesome, but that was great, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So much fun. Okay, now on to the meat and potatoes. One of my best girlfriends married an incredible guy several years ago. I absolutely love him, and he has become a great friend as well. The problem is that every time I hang out with them together, they are constantly bickering. Sure, it's nice that they feel so comfortable to be themselves around me, but it makes for a really crappy hang for me. I've been debating if I should or even how to approach this topic with them. Have either of you had this problem? Would love any thoughts on how you would handle the situation. Also, stationery comes as a set note cards and envelopes. Definitely no need for personalization. I wish you well, sincerely, Rachel, your paler, whose birthday is August 8th, 1980. Happy upcoming 43rd to all three of us.
If you're keeping track.
It's great to have younger writers, you know? It's great to hear from Rachel, who's coming at us from a younger perspective.
Yeah. Much younger than me.
So much younger. And a little bit younger than me, but much younger than you.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yeah.
What were you looking up to make sure you pronounced it properly?
So,
Certain type of honey?
no, I got this buddy of mine. His name's Nick.
Everybody's got a Nick.
Yeah. Nick Nick and I got to know each other because he works
Nicky
for,
Ponticelli.
he works for
go ahead.
Southwest at Midway, and I'm just
I'm way
there
off.
enough.
I'm way off.
So he has his own honey. Remember we had the stuff there? It was like wax candle and honey, and it was all that. Dude, he started making...
Everybody in the Midwest has their own food side hustle.
Sure.
Everybody.
Dude, his hot honey, I'm putting it on...
Exactly.
Next time I go to the cabin, I'm putting it on a Tombstone pizza.
So you've tried it.
I've tried the hot honey.
Yep.
It's so good, but I have not put it on a pizza yet.
One
And
more
if anybody wants to try it, check it out. It's BEE, obviously. Coolproducts.com, and it's Bee's Revenge. It's so fucking
Is it
good.
a little too hot? Mm-hmm. Here's my question.
In the right way.
And you've said this.
There's 2 variations.
How did you come across the Tombstone oven?
My mom found it at a garage sale.
And it is Tombstone
Yeah,
branded.
it says it on it.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Do you want one?
I would love one.
We should keep an eye out.
All right.
I
it
bet
out.
you if I search Wisconsin's Facebook Marketplace, there will be
Thousands.
a Tombstone oven.
There's thousands.
Mm-hmm. One guy's probably inundated with them.
What do you... I don't know. This is a tough F2F. I think maybe my initial instinct...
I think I wouldn't. I couldn't handle it.
You couldn't handle it. You got to fix it. These are good friends. So you got to fix it.
I have,
or
like-
attempt to fix it.
Couples fighting trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it really would. I would be like, I can't hang around.
But
this.
you also want to be like, leave your laundry at home. Like if
I'd be like,
someone
"Guys,
said
stop."
if someone said I hang out with them 10 times, they get into a little bit of a bicker one time. I would go, that's people. That's gonna happen. But if it's every time you hang out, that is shitty and it ruins your
Yes.
hang. And I think because she is closest with her female friend, I guess that's how she met the guy.
Yeah.
I think you got to go F2F with one of your best girlfriends, and just go. When we hang out, I
How do
fucking
you
love it,
do
and I want to
that?
do it all the time.
Okay,
you guys fight every time we're together, and I just gotta say, it's such a downer. Am I dumb? I feel like that's like a good in, almost like just point blank, because I don't think I could be offended by this. If someone came up and be like, "You guys fight all the time," it'd almost be like, "You're right."
You don't
Or do
think
you
that
think
they
the
would
friend
feel
is like, "Fuck
You don't
you"?
think they would feel like their friend has a misinterpretation of their relationship? It would almost take offense to saying that they fight all the time.
I don't know, but you're obviously not enjoying hanging out with them. So if you're like, I don't want to bring it up because what if they never want to hang out again? What are you losing? It's not fun.
Right. I couldn't handle it.
You couldn't handle it. You'd have to say something or
Or
walk
just
away.
stop.
Yeah, but it's your good friend. You're gonna
I
be
know.
like, I gotta try to save it.
I know I'm a shitty person. I would
Yeah.
just stop hanging out with them.
Yeah.
It would bother me.
I wonder if it would be more effective if you confronted both of them.
Do you think they're going to have a successful relationship if they fight all the time?
I mean, haven't they've been together for years.
Yeah. Married.
Married an incredible
Married
guy
several
years
years
ago.
ago.
And they're both incredible. They're both described as really good people.
Maybe they've just kind of fallen into a
Two
culture
rights do make a wrong, I guess.
and a left.
They
But
can.
yeah, if you take 2 rights,
3 rights.
can we have a
3 rights, a lady.
Listen,
have
do you
a-
tell them?
Oh yeah, at the same time. But
Oh,
you bring it up.
interesting.
You don't say like,
You
guys, we need
From
to
the
talk.
back seat, you go, you guys fight all the time.
You do that, or you say like, do you need me
Sucks.
to
It
leave?
sucks. Yeah, it
Like,
sucks to
should
hang
I
out
not
with
be here anymore?
you. Should I
feel
go?
like I'm.
You guys are fighting every time we hang out, and I fucking hate you
That's
both.
what I would do.
It's that aggressive.
Do I make you guys fight?
Is it me that makes you guys
Yeah,
fight, or do
do
you guys
I bring
fight
it
all
out
the
in
time
you?
anyways? And then they would be like, wait, what? Wait, what?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to stand it.
I
But
wouldn't
making
either.
them
I'd be so
aware of
mad.
it in a way that's not shaming them for doing it,
Yeah.
I think is great, because then they get to reflect on that and be like, oh my God, she pointed that out to us. Like, are we doing that a lot?
Yeah.
We're not fighting. We're just doing, and then it can
And you go,
become
no,
a
it
thing.
sucks. Well, it sucks
No,
to
but
be
it
around.
sucks though.
I know
Whatever you
I-
think it is, it sucks to be around.
I know that I have real trauma around this because I can't even get my head around dealing with it. I just want to walk away.
Same. I love non-confrontational I like just snipping stuff off. Like,
But I'm the
it's
F2F
It's
guy.
the easiest way to go. Yeah, but it doesn't mean
And
we
I'm
all.
like-
it means,
and I'm like,
it
I
doesn't
don't
mean we all
even
can't
wanna
concede that it's
deal
way
with
more
this.
comfortable to not have to deal with something.
I
That's
think
the best.
there's also
But this is an F2F must when it's like, hey, it's your close friend, and you gotta hit this head on, and you gotta be like, hey, you gotta just be like, it sucks, to the point where if you guys are like, let's go out tonight, I might say no because I don't want to watch you fight. Like, that would have a profound effect on me.
I also think it's possible sometimes for couples to get too comfortable around a friend. To be
Yeah.
like, this is a you guys
yeah.
thing. Like when somebody was like, if somebody starts being like, I have a problem with your parents.
Yes.
Like when they're like, I don't want to be privy to this
To that
deep
world.
inner workings of the clock that
Yeah.
is you guys and all the gears and all the stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still on some, like, we may be best friends, but on some level, I'm a guest.
Yeah.
At some point.
I mean, there are times when, and it's usually my fault, there are times when Jordan and I could easily get into a fight or are walking into a social setting and we are in a fight. And we are both fully aware of wanting to make sure whoever we're with us feels comfortable.
Yeah, of course.
So we know how to set it aside and put on the show or be like, hey, let's just enjoy this together and then we can sort out this bullshit later. Because we're
put it
so
on hold?
cognizant of being...
Don't you have to do that
Like,
with a child a lot
To me,
too?
it's
Be like, we're gonna fight about this later.
yeah. Yes, you do. It's like to do it. I mean, to do it in front of your child is traumatic and wildly irresponsible. To do it in front of your friends is tacky. It's just tacky.
It feels gross.
It's like I brought some dirty laundry out here for you guys to see, and everyone wants to be like, that element of your life is not our life or responsibility. It's just not.
Yeah.
Now, if you need to tell me, either one of them, that the other is abusive, obviously this is still not the setting. But speak up.
Yeah.
But whatever this low grade, like, people fighting thing that you do it at your fucking house. You don't got to do it for us.
Yeah.
None of us like it.
if I'm at a
It
cookout,
ruins the fucking
if
party.
I'm at a cookout and you guys, this is completely hypothetical.
You're gone.
You guys show up, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, you guys aren't really. You came in at different times, and I'm like, what's up with you today? And you're like, Jordan and I are in a fucking fight. She's being a bitch. I would be like, oh, you guys should leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you here?
100%.
Why are you
You're
here?
bringing that
You either
to
should have
this.
shown up with no one knowing that was happening, and we're gonna
Yeah.
have a good time.
Yeah.
And if you can't maintain it for the next 2, 3, 4 hours,
Yeah.
you should have been like, well, we don't get to go to the party because we can't get around this.
Agree 100%. It's like I said, it's tacky. It's like, hey, I know Daniel had a cookout, but I decided to come over and bring my fucking shit to it. It's like,
That's your dish to pass.
yeah,
That's fucking cold anger.
well,
I
he
brought
said it was a potluck. My potluck is contempt.
Yeah, I brought cold anger salad. There's enough for everybody.
Yeah. I just brought a pot. There's nothing in it. Like this marriage. And everyone's like, okay, people who aren't confrontational are like kind of doing a hook. They're like, oh,
And I'm
smells
over
good.
there and I'm like, I brought my insecurities.
And everyone looks like Daniel brought too much food.
And I'm like, don't worry, nobody's gonna like them.
And it's a huge pot.
Huge.
Daniel, there's no way all your insecurities fit in there.
You're probably right.
You're right.
What? And somebody else? At least I only brought my drinking problem.
They
you're
just
fun.
they have a blender anyways for themselves. Why do you have a blender? They're like, why? You know, like when a diner gives you a little extra milkshake.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Oh.
Just straight up margarita. It's not even crushed ice. It's legit just the liquid.
And then it's me backing in a huge U-Haul truck with Grandma's attic. What, Daniel? I'm like, I brought my fear. Is it okay that I brought fear?
Yeah.
I had to rent this truck.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm such a people pleaser. I thought all the dishes were great.
I don't know what this sketch is we've written, but I like it.
It's good.
I know.
It's really good.
Bring an emotional dish to pass. What is going? Oh, meat and potatoes.
I will say, my great Aunt Audrey and my great Uncle Ira were consummate.
I mean, come on.
Consummate bickerers.
Yeah.
And it
For
went.
some people, I think it becomes the identity of their marriage,
Which
or
is so
relationship.
sad.
But also, though, it was done. They loved each other so much, and you could tell the entire time they bickered back and forth
bizarre.
that it came from such a place of love. It fit with their aesthetic,
Yeah.
and it was never not funny. It was never not
show.
funny.
Yeah.
It was.
Podcast.
It was
Pardo was there.
always-
It was Pardo, Uncle Jimmy.
He would sit in the living room. Quick little asides the
I
whole
read
time.
Jimmy Pardo.
Not he. Now I'm thinking about Jimmy Pardo. It was totally fine. Like it made sense for them. And I
Yeah.
think that if in a relationship it's not fine, like it is making you uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you have to say something because they don't realize.
Can you imagine
'Cause-
if it's at restaurants?
Oh.
That's even. I'd be like, guys,
Yeah.
shoot me in the face.
Yes. Guys, it's one thing to pull us in. You're pulling in tables. Also, why isn't this podcast called Pardo the Interruption?
There we go.
Thank you.
I love Jimmy Pardo.
Yeah, he's great.
Ugh. I want him to show up in something like Casino.
I don't even care about his anti-vax stuff. I think he's great.
Oh.
Start a rumor. Just start a thing where I have to get a call from him. Why'd you do that?
You know what? I loved him before the Q stuff. I have to keep loving
I
him.
love him after the Q stuff. It's just because he himself is cute.
Well, this needs a follow up, right?
I'm starting a new group. It's called Cutanon, and it's all about stuffed animals
I love it.
that you never gave a name to.
And you could only win
So
at
they're
carnivals.
anonymous. They're cute.
Yeah.
Cutanon. Cutanon meat. It's how people met at Q.
That app's coming.
Meet cute. Meet Cutanon.
Meet Cutanon.
Meet Cutanon. That app. Meet Cutanon.
No one trusts.
Did you meet
and
someone
nobody
at QAnon
trusts
you're
anybody
dating now?
else? Oh, you say you're 5'8"?
Yeah.
Like nobody.
And they're always asking who'd you vote for when it's so obvious because they're
JFK
already
Jr..
there. Yeah, JFK Jr. and Trump.
So you're saying F2F it?
I think F2. In simplest terms, I think you got to F2F it. I think Listen makes a good point. You got to do it with both. That's probably the easiest in terms of being effective. But if you feel like that might be difficult and you're tighter with your girlfriend, maybe pull her aside and say it. But then keep in mind, she is then going to have to approach him with it. Who knows? Maybe that creates a weird atmosphere. But honestly, I think the sort of just put it out there, like, you guys are fighting again. You do that all the time. Should we not hang out?
And doing it and adding levity to it.
confrontational.
If you sit down one-on-one with your friend, then it becomes a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
don't make
true.
it a thing. Bring it up and
Yeah.
move it along and let them be smart
Sort of
enough
in passing. Not
yeah.
in passing, but sort of in passing.
I agree.
A drive-by F2F. A DB F2F. Yeah. Rachel, good luck. Let us know how it pans out.
Agreed.
We wish you well. Sincerely, your pen pals, Rory Scovel.
And Daniel Van Kirk.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Plugs and hugs with DVK and RS.
And chugs.
In the chugs.
And
If you're
jugs.
chugging, if you've got it, go ahead. And you guys know our phrase. If you've got it, chug it. Smoke them if you got them. Chug them if you hug them. I don't even know what that means.
either.
Plug them if you hug them when you chug them, folks.
Mugging and jugging.
That's the pen pal way.
mugging and jugging.
Any new listeners out there? Welcome.
Welcome.
We're
pen pals.
new to Big Money Players, and we're new to iHeartMedia, and if
your
you're new to
podcast.
us, welcome. This is a family, and
just talk
we're
about
happy to have you. It's your podcast. We just talk about it. Plugs and hugs. Go to RoryScovel.com and check out my dates. Physical season 3, I believe, is out now, so go ahead and check it out. If you haven't seen season 1 and 2, do so. Little cameo appearance by a certain DVK in a brown suit at night. If you're new here, maybe you'll eventually know what that means and how much that angers him and how much it delights me that that's what he had to wear.
You laughed so hard.
Yeah, but season 3 is out, and this is going to be controversial. I am shooting my next special on November 11th. No.
You know, if opposite cities.
In Chicago. Wait, are you going to Chicago?
Fuck, yeah.
In Chicago. What's the venue? In the same venue.
Lincoln Lodge?
Lincoln Lodge. I'm shooting it 30 minutes after Daniel wraps his. I got a deal on his crew, so it's actually going to be way cheaper for me.
That's so funny.
That's all I got.
It would be wild if we did do them the same night, different cities.
Dude, double.
Special night?
Double down, save money.
Yeah.
Just leave the audience
DanielVanKirk.com for dates and fun hangs and stuff like that. You can see me at the High Plains Comedy Festival in September or at the Yuck Fest in Boston in October, plus other things as well. But yeah, the same night of Rory's special, I'm doing mine, 11/11 at the Lincoln Lodge. There are some people who are going to like half listen to this
Yeah.
and be like, is Rory, he's doing
I
this
think
special?
I'm at a double feature.
It's 11/11 at the Lincoln Lodge. Ticket link should be live soon. If it's not already, go to danielvankirk.com. And if you are a new pen pal, we're so happy you're here. You can send us your letters at thepenpalspod@gmail.com. That's thepenpalspod@gmail.com. Or you can mail us at care of the Pen Pals Podcast, 5419 Hollywood Boulevard, Suite C, number 121, Los Angeles, California.
90027.
And, send us about anything you got going on in your life. Keep it briefish. We're going to go. Here we go. I'm going to find a good one.
Hope we
Hold on,
grab the
Alice
same
is
one.
mad. Okay.
Hope we grab the same one.
Dear Rory and Daniel.
Yep, we did. We grabbed the right same one.
My name is Adam,
Hey, Adam.
and I'm writing from Toronto, Ontario. I just have to start by saying, Rory, your Netflix... Oh, did you write this?
Keep reading.
Rory, your Netflix special is by far my favorite special ever. They don't say how many they've watched. But I would agree. It's pretty great. Which
Probably
one
a
do
lot.
you think? Oh, is the...
I only have
Jacket?
one on there.
Okay.
That's the only one on
Jacket.
there. That's right.
I instantly became a huge fan when I saw it years ago, and that's how I came across this podcast. My wife and I love listening to it on long drives. You guys have really honest and thoughtful perspectives, and we appreciate the way you can make even the heaviest topics lighthearted while still giving them the respect they deserve. We are coming to see Rory in Toronto this year, and we can't wait.
Well, believe me, it's going to be one hell of a show. You made the right choice.
Where are you doing it at there?
In Toronto.
But where? Do you remember?
You know what? That's a great question.
You're not at Comedy Bar?
It's not a comedy bar. It's through JFL.
Ooh, love it.
Toronto.
Oh, you're part of the 42?
the 42.
That's right.
Don't remember what the venue is, but
That's okay.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, I bet I know. All right. My question is hypothetical and may sound morbid, but I like using this scenario to get to the bottom of an issue that is very near to my heart. If you were faced with a situation where you could save a human baby or a baby animal from starvation and you could only choose one, which would you choose? You do not know either of them on any level. Some things to consider. Does it matter what kind of animal it is? What does this say about how we value the lives of different animals? Do we have an unconscious bias towards the continuation of our own species? Reese species,
which is it's more for like your Hannibal Lecters.
Gotcha. Why do we value human life over those of animals? Why do humans think animals are worth less than us? The animal won't grow up to populate the planet maliciously. Won't grow up to pollute the planet, maliciously hurt or kill others, cut down rainforests, etc. The human could become anything. They could cure cancer or become a serial murderer. They could go to work 9 to 5 their whole life and do absolutely nothing of interest or worth aside from adding to the population and garbage in the world. God, what is wrong with me today?
I think you want that word to be population so badly.
The population's life,
Okay,
animals.
it's animals.
Jesus. The animal's life may not have influence on the world, but why is that considered less important? I think many people feel like they're supposed to answer the human baby and they're a bad person if they don't, but I personally would save the animal. Also, small bonus question. If you each had to pick your favorite comedy special ever, what would they be? Thank you so much for your time, Adam.
Bling, blang, bling, bling, blang, bling, 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 blang. I love that we do it way longer than it is. Favorite comedy special of all time. that heavy of a letter. It's like, favorite special.
You know what it might be? It might be the blue collar comedy.
Mine. Sorry, go. my answer is mine.
It might be blue collar comedy. Specifically Ron White's set.
Yeah, you just love it. You
I don't
love
know.
revisiting.
I think it really influenced me.
And you can revisit
The
it.
storytelling of it, the like plant and payoff of it, the rhythm of it.
Professionally performed.
The part where he like makes all of these, you know, we'll generalize these like blue collar comedy audiences, specifically the men, question their place on the spectrum of homosexual and heterosexual.
Yeah.
Where he talks about porn, and he's like, so you need a big, stronger the dick, the better the porno, right? And the guy's like, what? He's like, so he does a lot of like, and that maybe that was the second one, I'm not sure, but you know that I say it, but that's, you know, tater salad.
Yeah.
It just really. There's also was like Jeff Foxworthy's album in the mid '90s had a big effect on me. I think at one point I memorized the whole thing.
For sure.
He has a joke. I don't know why I remember this. It's not even that funny of a joke.
Yeah.
But he's talking about being like bass fisher, like fishing shows.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, guys, when you're out there on the boat, make sure you respect our population. Don't just toss your beer cans off into the water. Fill them some of the bitches up. Make sure they sink down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but that turn of like, oh, you think, you know, it's just a quick, easy turn.
Yeah.
That really affected me a lot. I don't know. I always feel like I feel like I still don't even watch enough stand-up.
Yeah.
I watched like Kinnison and Carlin, and I loved it all, but I don't know. I think I saw it a little too young to have it like hit me.
It's having a favorite is tough. I mean, when I started, I had listened to David Cross' "Shut Up You Fucking Baby" album a ton because I loved him.
David
and that's
Cross's
what inspired
story,
me to do it.
His special that came out in the early 2000s. It was like they go to see the Mother Mary.
Yeah.
And then another turn. I guess I just love these weird random turns where he goes, and I had forgot my keys, and I went back by myself, and it was just me and Mary raped me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's like,
and it's the weirdest. Yeah.
The weird. He's like, and then I went to the cops, and they were dicks, and they were like, well, what were you wearing?
Yeah, for the Mother Mary.
Yeah.
I loved that album and loved him, and that was a motivation enough for me to do stand up. But I guess when I first saw, before that, I saw Jerry Seinfeld's "I'm Telling You for the Last Time."
Yes.
And I feel like that was the first time I really watched a comedy special. I don't know that I had before then.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so tight and great, and every joke was just so genius. I loved it, start to finish. I thought it was just so absolutely fantastic. So I guess maybe that is one of them because it was that first one, but I also don't know. I mean, I just saw John Mulaney's new one recently and was floored by it. I loved every element of this story and how many punchlines and how intriguing and engaging it was. Even if he took all the jokes out, you want to know this story of his recovery and the intervention and rehab and it was just great. So, but I don't know that I'd sit there and go, that's my favorite comedy special, because I think maybe at this time you sort of get away from that because you start to realize it's all kind of in flux. You might have a new favorite every now and then. I don't know that I would know what a favorite special would be at this point, but it is exciting, I will say, when there is a special I really love and someone hasn't seen it yet. I'm always then like, oh, let's watch it. Like, for instance, I had seen Mulaney's already, and then I put it on because Jordan hadn't seen it. And that was like that re-energized the sort of watching it because you knew someone was seeing it for the first time. And I love that. But I don't know. I don't know that I have some kind of
What was the name of the
specific
David Cross's
favorite.
special that you really loved?
The album was Shut Up You Fucking Baby.
Okay.
He put out a DVD. His next album was like This Is Not Funny or something, which was great. And I saw him do that album live before he recorded it, I think. And then he put out like Saves America or something.
I remember that,
Let's Save America. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something like that. And that was a fun DVD, travel DVD, doc special that was awesome because now all that audio that I had seen in the album or heard in the album, I now got to see what it actually looked like in person and his like mannerisms, how he moved and all that stuff. It really informs how you take the stage when you've never gone up there before. You know, that was basically stealing his mannerisms and his cadence and his everything. Do
Do you think it like Cross's level or like Patton or somebody like that, or like even or like Segura, right, or Nate, right?
Yeah.
That like there'd be any? Do you think there'd ever be anything to them doing the like I'm going to do that hour now? If you want to come and see me, you didn't ever get to see me do it. You never get to like let's say in 10 years at JFL or Sketchfest or whatever, Moon Tower or something like that, or just not on your own. You're like, I'm gonna do Annihilation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it
Dilation.
live.
Yeah.
Or Dilation, sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relearn it.
Yeah.
And like, I wonder if there would be an audience to be like, oh no, we're going to see Dilation. Like,
Yeah.
do you think?
Yeah. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'd be into doing that. I think it just occurred to me. I would say maybe if I had to actually answer this.
Oh yeah, the other.
It might be, it might be Zach Galifianakis live at the Purple Onion.
Oh my God.
That's been one of my favorites for a long time. So that might actually be the favorite because I thought he did it. I thought he was so ahead of his time. Even now, I feel like he was ahead of his time. Animal or baby? My first instinct is just baby, no matter what. But I will say, in a debate that seems so easy, like it's baby over animal. I do love all the points that is made here to go, yeah, but why not animal? And I go, those are all valid. Those are all valid. But
it didn't move me at all off of it. I have to be honest.
But in the moment, no matter what, 1,000 times out of 1,000, there is never a scenario where I don't immediately try to go save the baby if I have to choose who I'm saving in real time or even a choice over time. I just instinctually think that I will never not choose the baby. I would say the only way, if this scenario happens 1,000 times over and over again, is if you're like, well, that baby grows up to be Hitler. When I go, oh, well, I guess maybe I'll save the animal this time.
Yeah.
but
you would need such a huge qualifier.
But without that qualifier, my instinct is just to always go baby. I think what's more interesting is where do you draw the line on animals? Because I eat animals. So it's difficult to be like, well, a puppy dog, I'm going to go and say, what about a calf? You're like, oh, well, those are also, cows and dogs are very similar. Like if you have a calf and you're raising it specifically to be like, I own an animal. I'm not milking it. I'm feeding it. I'm just giving it a life. A cow is similar to a dog. Their behavior is similar to a dog.
Both taste great.
And both are so good. I don't know if you guys saw The Patriot, but Mel Gibson makes a good point. Dogs good. It's good meat. Good meat. Yummy.
You know, I was thinking because elephants are my all-time favorite. And so I was like, what if it was a baby elephant, though? But then, like, you reverse it. Like, we are meant...
Put your thing down, smack it in reverse.
Yeah. All right, Missy.
My thing is, tell someone later what you did.
Do
you know what I mean? Pictured later, like,
yeah.
Well,
hold on. Is
baby.
that someone a mother elephant?
Well, so, but But that was what I was gonna say. Like, if you reverse it, if there is a herd of elephants and there's a baby elephant and there is a baby human, the elephants are going to save the baby elephant. They're going to rescue the baby elephant because we are inherently programmed to
what it says here,
protect our
species.
Yeah, and I think that's right. And
that's what I mean. You'd have to know that the baby is like Jeffrey Dahmer's. And you're like, oh, well then I'm gonna save this elephant. But I know what you mean.
I'll kill that fucking baby.
Sergeant. Friday Watch Crew is gonna be so excited, or they're not. They're gonna be like, I don't know.
What?
I guess I gotta stop predicting who Friday Watch Crew is.
They better be into it.
They might be like, I don't know. Their mime work was so good. Yeah, I mean, I think
Also,
this is an easy one.
There's no such thing as long as you're not hurting other people. I don't think there's such thing as a meaningless life.
What if it's a baby dinosaur?
Leave it, dude.
Okay.
Fucking leave that fucking.
It doesn't need our help.
No, dude. I'm a
honestly, my
that
answer,
dinosaur up to feed that hungry baby.
If that animal was worth its shit, it doesn't need a human to fucking save it from starvation. But a human does need that. So it's like fucking, hello, Adam, hello.
Like, guys, watch It's a Wonderful Life. Like,
watch it
as long as you're not like hurting other
and
people.
pretend they're animals. Watch Babar's It's a Wonderful Life. Remember Babar?
Yeah, is Babar still around?
I don't know, but I got so bored
Babar
with Babar.
King?
Also, Babar.
Was Babar a prince?
Yeah, I think.
Was it Babar?
It could be.
Honestly, was it Babar?
I did not like it.
I just remember it being
And I
the
gave
cover
it a
of
chance.
books. What, it was a cartoon?
It was on like HBO, I think.
Babar.
Babar.
I never knew.
I don't know that I'm right. I just go Babar because I hate Babar.
Follow-up question.
In fact, because I hate the show, I bet it is Babar.
Follow-up question.
Follow-up answer.
What is your feeling on the cartoon, The Snowman?
I guess I don't have a follow-up answer. What is The Snowman?
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
I don't know that this is answering my question.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Is this Morse code that just happens to be a jingle? What is The Snowman?
The snowman. The snowman that like visits the kid in his bedroom and then they go flying.
I don't have any clue what you're talking about.
No context.
This
in your
might
life
be
for
a
this at all?
dream, and you thought it was a children's thing.
Well, you're Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah. You've never even seen snow.
Dun, 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 dun.
What are you talking about?
That's the whole thing. It's just that song. It's one of the most beautiful. There are people already writing letters by hand to us.
No, they're not.
Make it legible. For us to be able to read.
Well, I'll read it. No, they're not. I have no clue what you're talking about.
How beautiful is what I'm doing, though?
It's not great.
Are you bringing this up in response to
Babar?
Okay.
Do you know what the snowman is?
No,
Do you know
I
what
had
this jingle is?
Had to Google it.
I can't stop picturing Michael Keaton as Jack Frost.
That's all I was thinking.
That's all I keep seeing.
At least you should have been thinking, happy birthday.
I know, but I already moved past Frosty.
Great trivia question. Most people never remember that's his first words.
I was hoping you would think it was Frosty, and I would be like, Daniel, that's Frosty. That's Frosty, the snowman. What is the snowman? Is there anything?
It's based on a book.
Google
It
shuts
looks like
down.
it was British.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, just beautiful.
Look at him.
I can't believe we've never.
It's orgasming.
I can't believe we've never talked. You need to make this part of your like holidays. Where you'd be like with Elliot, be like, let's watch the snowman.
And she's like, you mean? And I'm like, nah, let's just watch something else. Oh, do you mean? I'm like,
You're gonna watch it, especially if you're a little toasted, you're a little cooked up.
That's not how I spend time with my daughter, but
I'm saying even if when you watch it, you'll be like,
oh, you think I'm gonna do a solo
you'd
watch?
be like, this might be the most beautiful fucking thing I've ever seen.
No.
Yes.
There's no chance. The snowman.
Okay.
I love that Lissa and I have never even heard of it, and you are so
wild
certain that we would
to
know.
me.
Oh, you think the Seven Dwarfs?
Okay.
I'm an okay whistler.
What are you trying to do?
Hi ho.
How's it go? I'm a little dry. I don't know. This is gonna get us. We're gonna get demonetized.
Demonetized.
Hi ho! Isn't that how it starts?
Hi ho.
How come there's never songs like that? That was Disney, like Men in Church.
Hi ho.
Hi ho! Hi ho!
There's
wonderful.
nothing that feels more vulnerable than going to whistle and it kind of just doesn't come
It's
out.
not there.
Yeah, but you're like, you have to like, you've committed to the shape of your lips that it just fucking ruins it. All right. Close.
Close-ish?
Close-ish. Adam, is this what you were expecting with your letter that you wrote us that you mulled over?
Yeah.
That's our answer. Human baby.
Human baby.
Adam, you freaking animal lover.
Yeah, dude.
Great letter.
Yep, I agree. We
Adam,
wish you well.
We wish you well.
Sincerely.
Did Rory Scovel.
And Daniel Van Kirk, your pen pals.
Do you want the first letter or the second?
Second. I'll do second.